Okay, this is classwork video 1.5. I'm going to have you copy all this work into the blank packet I gave you and then write down the 5 words to show me that you listen. All right, but here we go. To again show you that example I just tried to show you, knowing that these are going to be equations, and I'm going to have you practice knowing what they mean with units. So here we go. Knowing that this column right here is really my y numbers. These are my x numbers. All the other ones are going to be normal, the normal way you write a coordinate. You always write a coordinate x first and then y second. That's why those other tables are written normal with x on the left, y on the right. First word is blue. Thanks for listening, blue. Knowing that this rate of change number, this 7, this change in the y number, every time I go over 1 for x, I'm changing up 7 for y on the graph, over 1 for x, up 7 for y. Knowing that this equation, again, is old school, y equals mx plus b, where you have y equals mx plus b. And where I'm getting those numbers, this 20 is going to go right here where b is. This 7 going up number is going to go in front of my variable. Remember, I'm going to put c right here, and I'm going to replace that x right here with t. Sorry for all those little random arrows. But again, here we go. Knowing that we're not using y anymore. For this problem, we're using c. We're not using x for this problem. We're using the variable t. That b number right there, I know whenever x is 0, whatever that number is next to it is the y-intercept number. That's going to be 20. And then I know that m number, my rate of change number, that's going to be 7. That is going to be the equation that I could use to find the cost after a certain amount of hours. And I want you on your paper to show me understanding. Show me how much it cost after 3 hours. How much after going somewhere for 3 hours. The cost after this place for 3 hours is $7 per hour is the rate at this place, times 3 hours plus that y-intercept number. That gives me the cost is 21 plus 20. The cost is $41. $41 after being at this place for 3 hours. Remember, the going rate at this place is $7 for every 1 hour. That is my rate of change number right there. All right, next word is Michigan. Michigan. All right, next, knowing it normal way, but a little bit harder. This is going up by 1. So again, don't worry about my x numbers at this point. Just focus on the change in the y. This is going up by 5. This is going up by 5. This one's a little more challenging because I do not give you the 0 term. For this one, you have to be able to backtrack on tables, do the opposite. If you're adding 1 going up, subtract going up the column, adding 5 going down, subtracting 5 going up. And what am I subtracting 5 from? This number in the column. So that 10 minus 5 gives me the all-important y-intercept number 5. And again, remember, this is normal. Y equals mx plus b. Show you where the numbers are coming from. This 5er is my y-intercept number right there. This 5er right there is my slope number. They're not always the same. Didn't happen to have it happen like that. Not always like that. So for this one, all I'm doing is replacing this b with that y-intercept number 5 and that slope with that slope number 5. That is my equation, y equals 5x plus 5. Show me how it works. Plug in a 4. Show me. Write this down for full credit. 5 times that 4 plus that 5. It should give me what y is there. That gives me 20 plus 5. Yep, that gives me 25, just like I saw right there. Next word is sad. Sad. All right, now the most challenging one of all. Here we go. This one, you have a change in x. This is going up by 2. And then you also have a change in y. So for this one, you cannot just use this number right here. It's adding 4 number. You cannot just use that number adding 4. For this, to get that all-important green number, you're going to divide the rate of change. You're going to divide that 4 divided by that 2, which means the change in the y. That's what that is. Change in y divided by the change in the x. That's rise over run. That gives you your slope. 4 divided by 2 gives me that all-important y-intercept number of 2. Now on this challenging one, you got to know this table is going up by 2's. If I was to fill in these blanks here, fill in these blanks, show me understanding. Filling in those blanks, I'm using that 2 number. So fill in these blanks, going up the column 1, that all-important 0 term, the y-intercept. So what I'm doing going up by 1's is not going up by 4's here. I'm going up or down by 2's. I know that's confusing. It's going up the column -2, down the column by 1's, adding 2. Got to know that to fill in these holes. So 4 going up the column gives me 2. Going up the column gives me 0. Looks like this one has a proportional going through the y-axis, 0. There is my y-intercept. Going down the table, this will give me 10. And then, of course, adding more, 12. Next one, and filling in the hole, that would be 14. And then, of course, 16. Filling in those holes. Looks like going up. This is going to be a 6 right here. Fill in that number 2 for me. Forgot. Going up by 2's when you're going up by single numbers on the x-axis. Writing this equation, again, it's y equals mx plus b. For this one, the b number is going to be 0, so we don't even write it. We never write that 0 right there. We just eliminate that. And then, of course, the slope number is that 2. That's the equation. And then for this one, use it. Show me that. For this one, it's going to be time. Let's make time for this one an hour. Again, and then making distance, how about miles? So miles per hour. So show me, use one of these. Show me how far after 8 hours at this slow pace. So if I plug that 8 into that equation, 2 times that 8 gives me 16. And what that means, even with y and x's, that means after 8 hours, you're at this place 8 hours, you went 16 miles. Next word is football. Football. And of course, to be super high tech, how that worked was you got y, you got 2. This is going to be 2 miles per every 1 hour. And when you times that by 8 hours, technically these hour units cancel and leave you just what is there, 16. Only unit left after those hour units go bye-bye, cancel, is 16 miles. So just know really how that's working. That's how we're getting those answers. Okay, last word is day. Day. So make sure you're copying all this work. Take the time to pause the video and copy this work for full credit. Happy to help you. Good luck.